Hey guys, Rory Plays The Sims here and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you guys are here. The new vampire game pack for The Sims 4 has just been released and I'm so excited to show you guys some gameplay. I received a review copy of this pack from EA from The Sims, and after watching The Sims live stream of this pack a few days ago and playing with it for the past week, I have to say this pack is freaking amazing. So thank you to The Sims and to EA for sending it to me. I had so much fun playing with all of the new goodies in this pack. So let's go ahead and hop into some gameplay and sink our teeth into this brand new pack. In the new vampire game pack, you gain vampire skills which help you along your way to becoming a Grand Master Vampire. Here's the power progression system. You choose with points that you earn. I'll explain about how you get the points in just a second, but you choose how you use these points here. This system can give you vampire powers and weaknesses. You have to balance them out as you go along. A few of the powers are that you can change into bat form, gain the ability to fly anywhere as a bat. You can, this is my favorite one, vampire creation, gain the power to turn other Sims into vampires. You can irresistible slumber, put another Sim to sleep. Supernatural speed, gain the power to run at supernatural speed. These are the ones I have unlocked. These are the ones I'm still working on. I haven't quite earned those yet, and as I get more points I'll be able to pick and choose which ones I want to unlock. But as you go along, you have to balance out the good with the bad. So my favorite weakness so far is uncontrollable hissing. It makes me laugh so hard. Bella, which is the name of my Sim, will occasionally disgust others by hissing uncontrollably, and it's really funny. Out of nowhere she'll just start hissing, and as you go up the chain you have to pick other weaknesses. I also picked sleep up the undead, only able to sleep in coffins, and this is just a really neat system. It really determines how you play the game. It's a lot of fun. So how do you gain these points? There are a few different ways. I found that if you click on a computer and select vampire secrets, you can search for information on vampires. After you complete this task, you can then purchase vampire lore books, which not only give you and your Sim some really helpful tips about being a vampire, but they level up the vampire skill, giving you power points to spend. As you finish reading the first vampire tome book, which is called Encyclopedia Vampirica Volume 1, you unlock Volume 2. You finish that book, you unlock Volume 3, and so on. And after you purchase the book, they show up in your inventory, so you can have your vampire start doing research immediately. Another way to earn points is to be mentored by other vampires. Just click on another vampire, and under the vampire tab, you can request to be mentored. There are different animations for this request, so it's a bit of a treat every time you get mentored. Duels help as well. Just walk up to another vampire and ask for a duel, although make sure you have a bit of room around you because my vampires went outside in broad daylight to battle and one of them burned to death. It was really sad. But hey, there was a really cool urn left behind. Some things you should keep an eye on is your vampire needs bar. I love how this has changed for vampires. It says vampire energy. Vampires use vampire energy to perform powers and protect themselves from the harsh rays of the sun. Recover vampire energy by sleeping or using dark meditation. So basically you use vampire energy to perform your vampire powers, which can be found here. And the only other need that is different is thirst. It says vampires do not get thirsty very often, but be sure to drink from Sims or eat plasma fruit when they do. Otherwise they may attack a nearby Sim without warning. Another aspect of gameplay that I thought was really clever for The Sims to add was the fact that when vampires look in a mirror, they cannot see their reflection at all. And I thought this was such a great feature to add, because that's how vampires are in real life. Vampires have two forms, regular and dark. If you have both, then your Sim will spin into the dark form to perform vampire interactions. Set up a whole dark look for your sim in Create a Sim. Just click the image above your sim where it says Bella Goth's dark form. If you click on that, oh my gosh, it goes into her dark form. You can pick out any clothes that you like. Also, if you want to maybe change her clothes but you want to keep her body shape, her skin tone, or her hair, just make sure that those are all clicked and it will make sure to copy over into the dark form. I thought that was a really neat feature to add. So I know some of you guys are asking, how do I turn Sims into vampires? So what I did was I earned power points by the ways that I explained earlier, and on this vampire power chart, I selected this power, Vampire Creation. It says gain the power to turn other Sims into vampires. After you have that power, you are ready to go. Just walk up to a sim. I have Eliza here. You guys know my history with Eliza. And you click on your vampire tab, and right here it says turn into vampire. So let's go ahead, turn poor unsuspecting Eliza into a vampire. Because my sim is performing a vampire power, she turns into her dark form, walks over to Eliza and mesmerizes her. And then she takes a bite. And then after she's done taking a bite, she's gonna step back a few steps and offer her wrist for Eliza for a sip as well. Then my sim is like, all right, Eliza, you've had enough, pushes her back, changes back to her regular form, and you can see right there that little purple glow. Eliza had a little bit of tummy problems as she is making her switch over to a vampire. So for the next few days, while Eliza makes her turn from a sim human to a vampire, she's going to be feeling uncomfortable. She's going to be doing a little bit of vomiting, having some tummy gurgles. She's also going to get a moodlet that says appetite lost from slipping humanity. Nothing fills this empty stomach anymore. Becomes thirsty in dun dun dun. And then your sim's glowing purple tummy will return. They'll lean over and then do a little magical spin and turn into a vampire. It is really cool. The dark form right here it shows will automatically pop up, but don't worry if you don't like what her outfit is, you can totally go into Create a Sim and change their dark form outfit. So that's what it looks like when a sim turns into a vampire. So you guys did ask, will Sims still eat and prepare regular food? If you make them, they will, but as you can see here, Bella just had her first bite of a grilled cheese sandwich, and her face is like, I am not feeling so good. Actually, her friend, she had a grilled cheese sandwich as well, and she just got done puking up her guts. It says very uncomfortable, nauseated from food tasting terrible. The old stomach isn't feeling so good, so while they will still eat and prepare regular food, they really do prefer the bite of a sim that's not a vampire, or eating plasma fruit, or even going to the computer and buying some plasma packs and getting their thirst filled that way. And I was lucky that Bella wasn't too far into her grilled cheese sandwich that I had her put it down. I'm gonna have her take a drink of the plasma pack that I purchased for her, and her thirst should go up just a little bit. There we go. That is much better. She's even feeling much better. While I'm here checking out Bella's needs, it looks like she needs to fill up her vampire energy. Is getting a bit low. So I'm going to go ahead and click on her, click on vampire, and we're going to start a dark meditation for her. And this should help her bar go up. Yay, it's going up. Another thing they can do is they can go to sleep as well. But I wanted to make sure you guys saw what dark meditation looked like. Because she did some meditation, she's feeling energized. It says dark energy from dark meditation. The mode of consciousness achieved through dark meditations taps into the vampire's internal dark energy, converting it into much more useful vampiric energy. This is going to last 3 hours for her. We did get a new woohoo spot as well, and as some of you know, woohoo can often lead to little ones, and in this case they can be born as vampires, but their powers won't start until they age up into teenagers, so you will have no idea until then if they have the vampire genetics or not. And the plumb bob style above their little heads won't change until then too. And when they become young adults, they will stop naturally aging up. But don't worry, you can age them up with the cake if you want to. But there's another woohoo option as well. You can also woohoo as a bat. With bat woohoo, both vampires must have a bat transformation power, have a romantic relationship, and the woohoo option will appear in addition to other woohoo options. Also get a moodlet for woohooing as bats. It says concupiscent chiroptera from woohooing as bats. Who knew bats were so romantic? And this is going to last 4 hours. As your sim does research about becoming a vampire, they learn how to mix 5 new bar drinks which require different amounts of garlic, wolfsbane, and plasma fruit. Wolfsbane can be harvested around Forgotten Hollow as well as plasma fruit, and after leveling up my vampiric knowledge, I was eventually able to purchase garlic seeds from the computer. To make these drinks, you click on the bar and the menu will pop up for you. There's 5 drinks in total in here that are brand new for us to make. The first drink I have here is called the Ultimate Vampire Cure. The description says, "This is it, the cure to immortality. A mere sip from this will immediately transform any vampire back into a normal sim. Apply with caution." So I know some of you are curious as to what it looks like after you drink the Ultimate Vampire Cure and you return to your human form. This is what it looks like. Here are the rest of the drinks that your Sims can make. I love the animations that surround each one. The neat thing about this new pack is that your Sims can get crafty with the garlic that you harvest. Click on the garlic in your inventory that you've harvested and it says make garlic object. You can make wreaths, a braid, or garland. Then once your sim has made the garlicky crafts, you place them up around your house. And as you can see right here, there's green little fumes coming off of them. It's because I'm clicked on Bella right now, who is a vampire. But if I click over onto Eliza, who is a human, she doesn't notice it at all. So I've placed one of my vampires by all of the garlic crafts that we made, and she has a moodlet. It says, "Garlic stench misery from being near garlic. Lilith is so miserable from the smell of garlic that she will have a hard time trying to drink plasma." There are a few other moodlets for this. Oh, can't drink another bite from being near garlic. The garlic stench is causing suffering. Ugh, no drinking plasma until the smell is gone for sure. So she will cycle through some different moodlets while she is near this garlic. I had Vlad start a little garden of garlic and he is out here just watering it, and it looks like even just being out here out by the garlic, he's getting a moodlet too. It says can't drink another bite. He is so grossed out by this, but I think it's really neat how it fumes out here in the garden as well. All of this brand new gameplay happens in Forgotten Hollow. Here is what the map looks like. The lot sizes for the builders who are curious are 30 by 30, 30 by 20, 30 by 20, 30 by 30, and 40 by 30. We did get 3 new lot traits as well. This one is Registered Vampire Lair. The lot registers as a vampire lair. The League will send various gifts from time to time through the mail, no less. Even the immortals use public mail service, only available on home residences. The next one is Vampire Nexus. A dark void envelops this lot in the upside down. Oh, I love that reference. Vampires are more likely to visit this area. The next one we have is, wait, I saw it in here. Here it is, on a dark ley line. The dark energy here has an impact on all nocturnal activities. You can expect babies conceived here to require extra care while teething. And if you head into Create a Sim, we get 3 new vampire aspirations as well. The first one is popularity. It says, good vampire, this sim wants to control her thirst and remain as human as possible. The next one is under knowledge. It says, master vampire, this sim wants to become a wise and powerful vampire. And the next one is under family, and it is vampire family. This sim wants to create a family of vampires. So earlier when I was showing you guys what Coffin Woohoo is and Bat Woohoo is, I had Bella and Vlad here try for a baby, and she has now gone into labor from trying for a baby. I clicked on her because I want to know like what happens when 2 vampires have a new boo. Like, wow, where do they have the baby? So let's have baby at hospital. We're going to join. We'll bring Vlad with us. So we've arrived at the hospital in broad daylight, and I was surprised to see that even pregnant Sims can still suffer from a little bit of sizzling by being out in the sun. So I rushed her inside to have her baby. Delivery was the same as a regular sim human, but I did notice when the baby was placed into the bassinet, it did have a little vampire emote. So this is what the Nubu looks like. I think he's a little upset, he's a little distraught, but I don't notice any teeth or anything vampiric. So let's go ahead and bring him home and see what happens. So here is Vlad the second, our baby that we just had. I aged him up to a toddler because I couldn't find any interactions that we could do with him as a baby or as a vampire baby. So I'm gonna have him come over here. Let's age him up. How about we candles help from your mom. Oh my god, that was so cute. And then does he age up over here? I'm kind of curious what it seems like when they age up. Vlad the second aged up. Let's just pick some random stuff for him. We'll make him gloomy. I like this interaction. I clicked on our son and I clicked on his mom, and it looks like they can ask about vampire history, which I think is pretty cool. I wonder if they can do any other... Oh, spray the monsters under the bed. So he is asking about vampire history, and so far it looks like that's all that he can do vampiric wise. Von Flavia sells copies of the Encyclopedia Vampirica. You can search on the computer. We already knew that. So let's age him up again and see what happens. Yay, Vlad aged up. Awesome. You're gonna be sure. You'll be athletic. And oh, you know what? I wonder if he can have vampire traits. Family? He can! Vampire family, sure. And then we'll make him a genius. Oh, look at this! Okay, this is pretty cool. Now that Vlad II is a teen, his vampire powers have fully manifested. He no longer has the hunger, energy, or bladder motive and must consume plasma to satisfy his thirst. This is so cool! He's a vampire teen! And I'm looking at his vampire powers, and it turns out some of the powers that his parents have passed down to him. That is so cool. Heading back to the world of Forgotten Hollow. Oh my gosh! I love the sound effects. I know you guys were asking, this is over by Vlad's house. I know you guys were asking if this is a secret lot. It isn't. This is where the bats live, and they come out and... Oh, I love that sound effect, and they just screech and fly past you. I love it. And you guys, when you're wandering around Forgotten Hollow, don't forget to really zoom in on the map because you'll discover some really cool things. I found this fishing spot, and I'm wondering if this is where we can catch the very rare vampire squid. You guys also asked if there was anything new in clubs for vampires, and there is. I am so excited to make a vampire club. Under trait, if you scroll down, you can have it be vampire, so I thought that was pretty cool. Another requirement that you can pick is skill level. If you go all the way down, you can have vampire lore at like skill level 2+. I thought that was pretty cool too. Some club activities that you can do. I didn't find any in food and drink because they don't do food and drink. Art and music, I found that they can play the pipe organ, which is pretty darn neat. Under mischief and mayhem, they can drink plasma and they can use vampire powers. They can also get together and meditate as well, which I thought was pretty cool. So you can totally make a club for your vampires. Yeah, I called it Club Dead. A few more things I have discovered was the pipe organ skill, which is a full 10 level skill. And as your Sim's skill level increases, they can play so many songs. You guys should really dig in here and check out the names of these songs. They're clever, they're hilarious. I love it. I love this Thirsty for Eternity. I love this skill so much. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay video for The Sims 4 brand new vampire game pack. I've been having so much fun this past week here in Forgotten Hollow. A big thank you to EA and The Sims again for sending me this pack to review. And as always, thank you guys for being here and for watching. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite part of this brand new pack is and what other gameplay you guys discover. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!